Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that have seen my previous two videos, welcome back. Anyone that's new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for joining me on this journey. It's been a rough one so far with the learning side of things, but hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Today I'm out again. Thank you. Today I'm out again. I'm on for my very first class 2 lesson. It should be fun. I don't think they're going to allow me to film, but I've actually found nothing from this training centre where I'm going, absolutely nothing. So I don't know whether or not they actually allow vlogging there. Obviously if they do, you know, I'll get it done. If they don't, then there's nothing I can do about it, and I'm not going to push for it, because I don't want to piss anyone off, you know what I mean? I don't want to piss no one off, because if you do, then training could be shit, and you know, I need concentration. I suppose I could try and have a guess at what's going to happen today. I'm assuming that because I'm a new learner, I'll have to sit there and, you know, do the walk around checks. There's an ambulance coming up, I'm gonna stay in this lane. Do the walk around checks, do the reversing, so on and so forth, that type of thing. It's going off. I'm assuming that's what today's going to hold, but we'll see. Because, well, yeah, no, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because, you know, they're not going to just throw you on the road in case you go down somewhere you got to reverse, or there's an accident or something you got to reverse back. So obviously they're gonna do the reverse first, I think. That's what I'd do anyway. Anyway, I'm waffling a bit now. I'll get there, I'll find out what's going on, probably do my first day, and then if they don't let me film, I'll bring you back and tell you exactly how it was. If it was an absolute disaster, if it was okay, if I was comfortable doing it, if I was completely out of my depth. Thoughts and feelings before I go in there. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit apprehensive, because you know, it's a large vehicle, very large vehicle, I'm not going to lie, but I'm under no impressions that it's not going to. You need to put your foot down if you're joining the motorway, pal. Don't join the motorway at 40 miles an hour. Well, it's that time in the morning and that time of year. My car's frozen up, so I have to do the defrost. Right guys, welcome back. First of all, just like to apologise for yesterday. I couldn't continue with the videos last night. I did try and do a quick update of how everything went last night when I'd finished the my first lesson. My first lesson was 6 hours long, and by the time we'd finished the lesson, you know, it was dark. So I did try to film, but there was just no chance. Couldn't see anything on the phone, so I thought I'll just leave it and then I'll do another one in the morning. So the lessons yesterday, sorry if you heard that, it's just my car's completely frozen today. So yeah, the lesson all in all went really good for the most part. The first 4.5 hours, 5 hours was okay. Had a little play at the reverse, went out on the roads, did some manoeuvres on the roads, which was all okay up until around hour 5 or hour 6. I think it was hour 5. where I was a little bit too close to a curb on my left hand side and a railing, and I actually made the instructor jump, and because obviously she jumped and, you know, kind of shouted a little bit, that obviously startled me a little bit. Not to the point where I lost control, but, you know, it did startle me a little bit, because I was keeping my eye on the, you know, the near side rear wheel, because I thought, you know, there's railings here, I need to keep my eye on that. But it was a car coming down the opposite side and the road was kind of thin, so yeah, I was very close to the railings with the left hand side, you know, the near side of the truck. So yeah, today gonna have to bear that in mind, keep on point of the size thing, because it's easy to forget about the actual length. I mean, these trucks that we're actually driving, they looked pretty much the same size or the same length as an articulated, or the articulators that they used to train there. So they're not small vehicles, they are absolutely huge vehicles. So yeah, and I'm gonna have to just bear that in mind today. We'll have to see how today goes. Got another couple of days yet. No, you know, nobody got hurt. It wasn't, you know, the lesson went pretty good. I got some really good feedback at the end of it. She said, you know, my driving's pretty much spot on. You know, I'm all right. I'm doing really well. I've got to keep an eye on my checks when I'm going past pedestrians, even if they're just walking. Yeah, I've got to keep my eye on that. What else? Yeah, she's wrote down some feedback. I'll have a different instructor today, because every day that I go in I have a different instructor, which is okay, it's fine by me, don't mind. But yeah, like I said, it was I'd say it was successful. I'd say it was a very successful lesson yesterday. And to be honest, you know, as long as it's not dangerous, I don't mind making mistakes. I don't mind making mistakes on my lessons. I just don't want to make them on my test. You know what I mean? It's just that one day that I have to get through everything clear. Well, it's not that one day. It's not like a car test. It's proper. Oh, I did get told I was like a car slowed down and pulled in, because obviously there wasn't a lot of room to get down. So the car slowed down and pulled in, and I was told that that'd be a failure as well, because apparently I was bullying the car. No, I can't see that I was bullying the car, but you know, she knows more than me, I suppose. She's the instructor, I'm the learner. I will take it on board. I will not sit there and be arrogant and I know everything or anything like that, because I really don't. And there was a lot to take in one go, especially a 6-hour lesson for your first lesson. Was like, you know, 6 hours is a long time. It's not a long time if you know what you're doing. You know, if you're just driving, you can drive 6 hours with your eyes closed. But when you're learning and you're processing and you're putting, you know, you're doing maneuvers you've never done before, you're taking angles you've never took before, it's a lot of information, you know. So yeah, it was just like that. Anyway, I'm on my way now, and I'll give you an update later. Take it easy. There's actually a football match on today, so that should be fun. Right guys, second lesson is done, and it feels a bit weird to be back in the car now, but yeah, just driving out of the actual centre now. Very productive day, extremely productive day. Enjoyed it, enjoyed the drive. We've been all around the test centre. You'll have to wait there, thank you. We've been all around the test centre today. Well, not the test centre, but where the test goes. We've been all the way around there. It's been a good drive. I've not done absolutely nothing wrong. My instructor turned around and basically said to me, yeah, you're good, mate. You are good. You know, you're a good driver. You know what you're doing. He's put a few notes and he's given me a few notes to give to the next guy tomorrow. He said we've come back through the, you know, Manchester City's playing now, and yeah, there's people everywhere. I'll see if I can do a little video leaving the centre, but there's traffic, there's people everywhere. And he said you navigated it like a pro, mate. He said you know, he actually punched me in the arm and he turned around and said you smashed it, mate. Fucking idiot. But honest to God, people here at the moment, fucking arseholes, just pulling out in front of you. But yeah, that's my update. I've gone round some very difficult manoeuvres, some very difficult places to drive. Didn't touch any curbs, didn't do anything. So yeah, fingers crossed, things might be good. Anyway, I'll give you a little look at the road, a little bit of a drive back, see if we can capture some of these people, and then yeah, catch you later. See you tomorrow. Guys, for you it's been a few minutes. For me it's been 24 hours since my last lesson on day 2. It's now day 3. How am I feeling about the whole scenario so far? I'm wondering if yesterday was a fluke. Wondering if the gods of skill shined upon me yesterday to get me through the football match without a scratch and to make me look like I knew what I was doing. And as you can probably guess from that full statement, I am doubting myself. This is part of the learning process. You can't be 100% confident 100% of the time. That doesn't mean to say that I'm going to be not very confident when I'm at the wheel. It just means that I'm going to be sitting there and I'm going to be scrutinising myself to death on this 6-hour lesson today, because in my mind I'm already thinking, did I just manage to scrape through yesterday? I know that the instructor absolutely bigged me up and said, you know, I drove like I've been a driver for years. nothing really fazed me that much. Everything was pretty good. I know that he said that, and you know, I'm not going to become complacent. I go through this process in my head. I'm dyslexic. You know, everybody that's dyslexic probably goes through the same process. You have days when you can absolutely smash things. I mean, you are godlike. You are in God mode, and you can do anything. You can do anything apart from, you know, learn from a book. And even some days you can semi-learn a little bit from a book. Some days are worse than others. Actually, most days are pretty bad, but you know, some days are worse than others. So you got bad and then incredibly bad. But other days you're in God mode, and I'm wondering if yesterday I was God mode. You know, some days I'll do things perfect, and other days I'll be absolutely crap, and I won't know why, and I won't be able to figure out why. So today I'm going to be scrutinising myself, and I'm going to be making sure that what I did learn, I actually did learn, and I wasn't just being lucky. So yeah, this is where I'm at today. I'm at the self-doubt stage. I'm pretty sure that everybody goes through that stage. But yeah, not to worry. We'll see how it goes today. And then tomorrow is my test. Now, not very confident on the reverse. I'm gonna have to be asking a few questions about that today. There's some other questions, a few little things, stupid questions really, like, you know, I haven't used the wiper jets yet. Do I pull it forwards? Do I, you know, do I push it in? How do I get the wipers to work, the jets? Just little stupid little things, nothing major, but just little things that, you know, the show me tell me questions are gonna need answering. And I'm not sure if I get the show me tell me questions wrong, do I actually fail the test? Not sure how that works. Not actually asked. Anyway, so these are the scenarios for now. So these are scenarios. Sorry, I was getting blocked in there. Someone was pulling me out of the way. I've got a police behind me. Nice. Right, let's go down and see if there's a space. Which there is. Right, I'll turn around and go back. Right, I'm at this centre now. I'll give you an update later. Let you know if I've done the right thing or not. I don't know why it's so busy here today. There can't be another match on, really, can there? Please don't tell me that there's another match on today. Oh, it's alright, it's Monday. There's so many cars. I'm not lying. If you look down this road now, you know, this was the kind of roads I was going down in the HGV yesterday, and they're only just wide enough to get my car down. But anyway, yeah, shocking. There's so many cars. It's probably because it's a Monday and people are in work. Yeah. So anyway, I'm outside the centre now. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna park up, and I'll let you know later how it all went. So, catch us in a bit, guys. So it's just a sneaky one here, just a quick sneaky one. I'm halfway through my day 3, or just over halfway through. Everything's gone really good up to now. My spatial awareness thing again is getting in the way of my learning. I've definitely got to remember tomorrow, even though I know 100% I can get past whatever it is that I'm going past, people need to feel safe on the other side. So just another little mishap, but other than that, everything's going sweet. Give it a quick look around the cab. You know, this is where I'm at. Unfortunately, he's just, you know, my instructor's just gone to grab a coffee. So, which, you know, we need that break anyway. It's been a long time. So anyway, just a quick update on how it's going so far. Peace. See you in a bit. Okay guys, that's day 3 done. Yep, I got through today relatively unmarked again, so we did well. Just leaving the centre now, time to go home. I tell you what, it feels so bizarre getting in your car after you've been driving the truck. It really does feel weird. It really does, especially because you've only got 2 pedals in the truck, or the one that I was driving does anyway. But yeah, sorry you can't see me. I know it's not bad. So yeah, feedback for the day. Still don't feel any better really about the test, especially not the reverse. The reverse is going to be the hardest bit for me, I think. Feel that's going to be the scary bit. The driving on the road, not a problem. Absolutely no problem at all. Again, it took me around all the most difficult sections of the test today, and smashed them all. Literally battered them. I know it's dark, but you know, it's kind of late. So the situation is now, tomorrow I've got one more lesson in the morning, which we've now arranged that is going to be the reverse, because if anything's going to mess me up, it's the reverse. But don't get me wrong, right? I don't know why it is. It's not the reversing. Yeah, it's not the actual reversing that's going to have me over. I can back that truck into anything. In fact, I did a few reversing manoeuvres whilst I was out today, and you know, my instructor said, yeah, it's sweet. And his feedback today, you know, said that it was a really, really good drive, and that I really don't need to worry about tomorrow. Even that's the second instructor that's turned around and said, basically, you know, you're gonna pass me. Not only has he said I would have passed, you know, but he basically turned around and said, why don't you sign up for our recruitment, our agency, and do a little bit of work for us, you know, once you've done your, you know, your class 2s out of the way. That way you can get a little bit of dough whilst you're waiting for your class 1. So he's given me the information to sign up. I'm not sure how that's going to go yet, because I've already paid for the tests, but I haven't completed my mod 4 yet. I've not actually completed the mod 4 yet, so basically, yeah, it was a cracking day, really good day. Sorry about that. Windows are getting iced up again. So yeah, it was a really good day. Everything was spot on. Did what I needed to do. Tomorrow I've got reversing in the morning, and then from the reversing it's going to be a case of just drive up to the test centre And the guy just said, just try and enjoy it, enjoy the drive, mate. He said, like he did today, he said it was a really enjoyable drive. He said I pretty much just sat back for the most of it, and that's it. You know, you're away. It's blowing some shit out there, mate. So yeah, that's the score, and that was my next lesson. If I can take anything away from the lesson, obviously I've got to, you know, leave it overnight and process it again like I normally do. Is one thing I'm going to take away from it is my slow manoeuvring when I'm out on the road is second to none. There's no bouncing, there's no jumping, there's no bouncing about, there's no crap. But then as soon as I'm what's the name? As soon as I'm doing that reversing manoeuvre, that's when it all goes to shit. That's when it literally all goes to shit, and it, you know, kangaroos, the actual truck starts to kangaroo. Now, I'm not the only one that's been doing that, so I asked the instructor about it today, and he turned around and said basically what it is it's the differential, because it's low, you know, low gearing. It's basically the gears just bouncing up and down. So anyway, that's my day done. This morning I did turn around and say, you know, I was having doubts as to whether it was my skill or whether the gods of you know, the gods of skill have was shining on me. No, the skill's definitely there. The skill's there, and like I said to the instructor just before, I said, look, as long as I can get through, the reversing manoeuvre in the morning, then I'll do it. You know, I'll pass it. You know, I'll pass the test. But I just need to be able to get through that morning bit. Like I said, if I get through the morning bit, then I'll pass it with ease. I'll smash it, because I've done all the manoeuvres. He took me down a few of them today, and he was like, yeah, well, that's it. You know, you've done it. He said, you know, I didn't need to tell you anything. I didn't need to tell you where to be positioned. I didn't need to tell you, you know, where the back end was going to be. He said, you just done it. You just done it, Jay. And, you know, that's it. So, right, I'm basically now I'm letting you go, mate. Kiss my ass. I've been bullied enough today. Go do one, mate. So, yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go and get something to eat. It's now 6:08. We got back just in time, and I'm feeling a little bit peckish now. So I'm gonna go home, relax, have something to eat, and I'll see you guys in the AM. It'll be dark when I'm doing that video because I have to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I have to be there at 6 in the morning to make sure that I'm there for my test. My test starts at 8, and I should be finished and know how things are going to go by 9:30 tomorrow, 9:30, 9:45, depending on what's going on. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hi guys, it's the morning of day 4, crunch time, test time. I'm on the way to the training centre now. Initial thoughts: shitting myself. Yeah, shitting myself. Most definitely shitting myself. Very arse-twitchy moments, these tests. But we'll get through it. We'll do it. Don't know where he's actually going. We'll do it. We'll get it done. Most nervous about the reverse, not the going backwards. but they're lining up between the cones first, because if you mess that up, then you're offline, and there's no way that you're gonna, you know, make it harder for yourself to complete the manoeuvre. As far as I know, we're going to be doing that first thing in the morning, so I'll get one final little practice at that. Once I get out onto the actual road itself, that should be okay, but from the actual test centre, you have to nudge out very, very slowly, like really slowly nudge out, because there's going to be trucks parked on our side of the road, both to the left and right outside the test centre. So yeah, scary. Right, I'm here, and I'll catch you later. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've just got back from the test. Failed. Yeah. Little bit of a shocker. Well, it wasn't a little bit of a shocker, you know, it was a little bit, no, yeah, it was a little bit of a shocker. Yeah. But I was kind of anticipating it, because I was told that to take the test at Bredbury, you know, it was one of the worst test centres you can have. Now, I don't mind that I've had the experience of going around their test centre, their test course, their test circuit, if you like, because their particular roads are very difficult to navigate around, and that's why it's got the reputation. But apparently the examiners are extremely strict, and he was, because this guy pulled me on so many things. Some of the things which I actually explained to my examiner, not my examiner, my tutor, my teacher, whatever you call him, instructor, that never actually happened. And I was like gobsmacked, you know, I was absolutely gobsmacked. Otherwise I would have, well, what's the point in arguing the toss? You can't really argue the toss, can you? Because at the end of the day, you know, these tests, they're not filmed. There's no filming involved. You know, it's your word against theirs, and if they turn around and say, you know, you drove shit, you drove shit, you know. But basically, he pulled me for a couple of things. One of the things was a Fiesta, which I will admit, you know, in hindsight, I should have anticipated it. You know, in hindsight, I should have anticipated the Fiesta's knobheadness. What happened was, I was waiting at the bottom of a hill, and as I was waiting at the bottom of the hill, one of our drivers in one of the other trucks, was coming down a hill, so I pulled in behind the back of a car, left myself enough room to get out, and behind me was a Fiesta. And as I'm coming down the hill, as he's coming down the hill, I'm waiting there. So I'm waiting down here, he's coming down a hill, and behind me there's a Fiesta. Now I'm sat there with my indicator on to pull out, and as the guy's coming down the hill, I'm checking behind, and the Fiesta's got his indicator on, but there's a car behind him, so I'm thinking he's basically, you know, letting the driver behind him know that we're going to be pulling out. So I waited for the truck to come down, and just as the truck's gone past me, I start pulling out, and as I'm pulling out, I've noticed that the Fiesta's come out, but I'm already, you know, mostly out. So anyway, the Fiesta's come round me, and apparently that was one of the faults. After that, you know, I did go very slow. I didn't stop fully, but I did slow right down as I was going past. So yeah, basically that, and I went through a school zone at 20 miles an hour, a little bit too close to the cars, he said. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go and have a brew, and I'm gonna contemplate what my next step is. I think I'm not gonna go for the class 2 now. I'll jump straight for the class 1 because I've already had the experience in the class 2 now, so I'll jump straight onto the class 1. I'm not gonna take my test at Bredbury, no chance, because a lot of people warn me about that. And yeah, I should have fucking listened, really. Not that I shouldn't have listened, I'd already booked it before the people had told me. But, you know, in hindsight, now I know the score. And yeah, I do believe that Bredbury has definitely got that reputation. So, yeah, so many people, about 8 or 9 people have told me the exact same thing, that Bredbury is a really hard place to do your test. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in. Stay with me for the journey. Slight setback, but we'll push on. Take it easy.